The teacher wants you.
Jackie Wilson said it was written to kind of love you got knock me off my.
Good afternoon. My name is Anthony Ippolito, and I'm a student here at Wakefield High School, and I'm in the culinary art program here, and we have a student-run restaurant. And today we're going to be making one of the entrees that we make here at the restaurant. My friend and one of the students here with me in the program, Paul DePietro, is going to be assisting me today. And on the agenda, we will be having, first we're going to make fresh pasta from scratch. Then we're also going to be making, for the pasta, mushroom, garlic, and oil sauce. And then after that, we're going to make chicken braciatini, which is chicken that's rolled up and stuffed with prosciutto and mozzarella cheese, grilled and finished in a tomato, mushroom, basil sauce. So I think we should get started now, if you'd like. First, we are going to add 2 cups of flour here to this bowl. This is the fresh pasta that I'm going to be making right now. I'm going to add 2 cups of 2 cups of flour, then 2 eggs. This right here will be 2 tablespoons of oil. Add that in a little at a time. And I'm going to start kneading this all together. This takes a little while because you want to get the consistency of the pasta so that it's right. If pasta's too wet, when you run it through the machine, it'll all stick together. But if it's too dry, then it'll be like bricks. So you have to get it almost to the right consistency. So here, let me just see if this going here. Paul, if you grab the water, it's in the measuring cup. Just add a little in, not too much. That's perfect. Just keep adding a little in, a little in. Yes. You can also make different color pastas and different flavors. For red pasta, you'd use tomato. For green, maybe spinach. For orange, you'd use carrot. Then you can also make pepper pasta. A little more water. You can also make pepper pasta and also lemon pasta. There's many different pastas you can make. And if you would like black pasta ever, you would use squid ink from a squid, or you could use pureed olives. Here, give me a little more water on this. That's good. All right. We're almost ready to roll this out here in a second. Give me a little more flour. Flour in my hand. Yeah, bowl. All right. A little more. I think we'll be all set. Okay. Yep. Next year, I will be going off to culinary art school. Right now, I'm going to be going to Newberry College, which is in Boston, Brookline, right down the street. Only takes about a half hour to get here. And Paul, a junior, and after his next year, he will be going to culinary art school too. So if you want to throw some flour down and start rolling this out. I'm going to have to go wash my hands in a minute. On the other side. All right. Now to make fresh pasta, They have the electric machines that you can buy, but I much rather, I think, use the old-fashioned method with just the crank and the pasta machine, and then just cut it out with the pasta cutter. If you would excuse me for a second, I'd like to go wash my hands. And Paul, if you'd start, just maybe put the crank in and roll this out a little bit more. I'm going to have to move this crank over so that they can get the full picture of everything. All right. Now, first thing, this is your pasta crank. You set this to the widest you can fit the pasta through. This is just to get the pasta nice and smooth. And you just crank it through and crank it through. And you just keep cranking it. If you want to start the crank, go ahead. Yeah, just hold it there. Okay. If you want, grab that clip. One second, the clamp just fell off by mistake here. That should move. All right. You want to crank? Move it down to the, yep. Keep going. Now the sauce that I will be preparing for this pasta is, I took it from where I work. It's a restaurant in Stoneham called Angelo's Ristorante. And the head chef there told me that a good pasta dish to use with the chicken bracciatini that we'll be making later on in the show is it's called mushroom aglio olio, which is funghi aglio olio in Italian, which we will, it's just basic garlic and oil with mushrooms sauteed. And it's very light and very good, and it complements the chicken very well. So there's no wine involved in the sauce either. All right. There we are. Now I'm just going to feed it through this right here. Paul, if you'd turn the crank and catch it on the other side. Now we have fresh pasta. If you'd like to show the camera. It's very light. And it's much more, not as tender. It's much lighter than pasta if you would have bought in the store. All right, I'm going to start making the sauce now for the pasta. If you want to grab the pasta that we have in the refrigerator, let me just take this crank out. No, just wait with that. All right. Now first, let me just clean up here for a second. All right, now the sauce consists of mushrooms, maybe a pound, pound and a half. I like to use the very thick ones. Just going to slice these up. As so. Do another one for you. These mushrooms are very big. These you could use for either what I'm doing, which is saute, or if you wanted to make stuffed mushrooms, you could also use these too because they're very big. You just pull the core right out of them. All right. Now first, I'm going to add to my pan a little this right here I have, this is garlic that has been marinated overnight with in oil, virgin olive oil. I'm going to put maybe 3 tablespoons of the oil, trying to leave out a little of the garlic. So I'm going to try to get this oil real hot. Real hot, then I'm going to add the mushrooms. Now the sauce that I will be making for the braciatini is going to be a tomato, basil, mushroom sauce. The tomatoes are right here. Paul, if you would like to start. The tomatoes are right here. These tomatoes, we've boiled them and cored them, and we did not seed them yet. So we're just going to take them, cut them in half, slice them, maybe even go a couple across, just real quick. Now I'm going to be adding fresh basil to this also. And I did not, like I said, I did not take the seeds out of them. Most Italians do not like to take the seeds out of their tomatoes when they make their sauce. A lot of Frenchmen do like to take the seeds out. Now this will be the sauce for the braciatini. And I'm also going to add a little of this garlic and oil. More garlic to this. And I'm going to add the tomatoes and a handful of the fresh mushrooms. And put that on. Now, let me add my mushrooms to this. And now I'm just going to let these cook in the oil for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, then I'm going to add some fresh garlic and a little more oil to it. And for a vegetable today, we're going to make asparagus with fresh peppers and a little garlic also. Here's the asparagus. The asparagus we've just chopped very easily. Here, if you want to take those, Paul. Let me just go over here and stir this for a second. I'm going to add now a little more oil to the mushroom. And maybe 2 tablespoons of the garlic mixture, a little more oil. So that'll be very garlicky. Right. Put a tablespoon of the garlic mixture in there. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to show you how to roll out chicken braciatini. This is my mixture here. This mixture consists of, this is mozzarella cheese with prosciutto, ham, garlic, oil, and parsley. And this is the mixture that I'll be using to stuff the chicken with. All right? And 1 minute, if you would, put some of the fresh bay leaves in that, all right? And we're just gonna, I already tenderized these, I pounded them out, and now I'm just going to add the mixture into this. Now, if I had bigger breasts of chicken, I would not have to tie this, but since these breasts of chicken are a little bit smaller than normal, I might have to tie these. And you just try to, you can either do it with rope, or you could do it with toothpicks. I like the rope better because it holds chicken much easier. And you just slide it under, bring it up, and just tie them into knots. All the way down the chicken. Now, to cook these, it all depends on the width of the chicken. Maybe if you put it on the broiler or a grill on high, it might take maybe 8 to 10 minutes, it all depending on the width. A lot of chicken really doesn't need too long to cook, and chicken is, one of the most sold items or most used meat in the United States because it's so convenient. I'll roll one more out for you. This is how. Now you can just cut off right here the string. And there's your braciatini right here. Let me just do one more for you. Like I said, I pounded these out a little bit because if the breast is very thick, then it'll take much longer to cook. So, and for dessert today, I have a very special dessert. I'll wait until the end of the program to show you what the dessert will be. It's very different. A lot of you probably have never heard of it before, but you will look at it and think I'm weird, but then taste it and it's out of this world. Are we going over there, Paul? All right. Here. All right. The pasta should be done soon. When you make fresh pasta, it only really takes 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to cook. All depends. Let me just grab my tongs here. That is done. Paul, if you would like to drain that. There you are. Now I'm going to add the braciatini to the grill. So, let me just clear a few things off here. Right. Now.
Put the macaroni in the platter.
Huh?
Macaroni in the platter.
Yeah. Just grab one of the platters. Let me just get these out of the way here. All right, let me check the sauce back here. Now, this has been cooking for maybe, 5 minutes. It all depends on the cooking time on how you like your mushrooms. If you like them very soft or if you like them a little bit hotter. And this takes a few minutes also. the fresh vegetable that I'm making today. It's the red, green, and yellow bell peppers. Here's the fresh pasta, which you know. It's very nice and light. Get the Here we are. Is the pasta that we were going to make today. Now for the braciolatini, you will add, hit that with wine, hit that with the wine. For the braciolatini sauce, you just put the sauce equally on the bottom of the pan. And I've already made a few of the braciolatini. I'm going to put that right there for now. And if you would excuse me for a second. And here we are. Just take a knife. Now with the string, all you have to do is, with a sharp knife, just yank it up and it should cut. And once it cuts, you just peel the string off. You just get these going here. If you would want to hit that with the white wine. Here's the first braciolatini right there. Like I said, these only maybe take 10 to 12 to 8 minutes to cook, all depending on the size of the chicken breast that you are using. These are boneless chicken breasts that I have tenderized by myself. Oh, little fumble there. These are hot. And if you would, for dessert, if you would like to grab it in the refrigerator, it's the strawberries. I tied these up pretty good. And I should have one more tie here. Here we are. Ooh. Did you add the white wine to that? Yeah. Yep. All right. If you want to put that out on the platter. Here's a fresh vegetable saute here. Now here's the braciolatini. There we are. You just put a little parsley over that. Fresh parsley. There we are. And we just get rid of these strings here. And I'll make the dessert for you real quick. Now, in the dessert that I'm making, they serve it in Italy, and it's going to be fresh fruit served in red wine with a little sugar. Here I have nectarines, raspberries, and fresh strawberries, and a half a cup of sugar. most of the time, here, these strawberries, already washed. And here are the raspberries here. I'll add one basket of these. Then the nectarine. Just take the seed out, turn, and just pull down, making even slices. Those bruggelatini, the new ones that I put on there, if you turn those. Then after that, we come over here, oh, and here's the sugar. Now you just add a little, maybe quarter cup of granulated sugar to that. You come over here and grab the red wine. It really makes no difference on the kind that you use. Excuse me for 1 second. And now you just stir it up. Now you can also serve this as before dinner, maybe to clean your plate, or you can serve it over fresh sherbet, but I like it just plain with the red wine. Yeah. So today we have the bruggelatini, fresh vegetable sauté. There's four things here that are very quick and easy that you can serve for dinner or for lunch. Here we have, like I said, the mushroom with the garlic oil and sauce. We have the chicken bruggelatini, served with the tomato, mushroom, and basil sauce. We have a fresh vegetable sauté with green, red, and yellow peppers with a little asparagus and garlic and oil. Then for dessert, we have nectarines, raspberries and strawberries finished in red wine. And it was nice cooking for you, and I hope that you watch our next one. Hopefully that we will have one in the near future. Thank you very much.
Da